Hey guys, this is the Great Lugia here. Welcome to Pokemon Silver version, the go-through part 33. And last part we basically finished up the first level of the Team Rocket hideout. We just have a few items to collect. That area with those weird colored panels are basically traps. Some steps lead you into wild Pokemon fights, and all the Pokemon know self-destruct, which is pretty annoying, and I'm not sure if you can run. So just ignore that and walk around like I did. Anyways, here's Lance, and he will heal your Pokemon, even though it's pretty early on. I guess it's in case, you battled all the trainers, and, hey, come back! Why are you running? I only want to steal your Dragonite. I mean, it's not like it's your only one. You have 2 more. Whatever. Also, one thing of note, that panel next to the stairs on the above floor was just a warp tile, sends you back to the beginning. Don't take it if you're near the stairs, otherwise you'll just get back to the beginning, get pissed off, and have to walk all the way back. So yeah, this guy has 2 Venonat. They should be really easy to kill, especially for Quilava. And looks like Quilava is finally going to level up now to level 29. And now that it's level 29, it's 1 level higher, I guess. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it in for the second Venonat, because again, Quilava itself isn't weak, but the moves at this point are pretty weak. Because Ember is only 60 damage with Stab, and that's pretty sad. And I get a useless crit there. And also, considering how weak Ember is, I want it to battle Pokemon it's super effective against and easy to KO. So yeah, now I'm just going to go ahead and switch around my team. I'm going to put Lapras up front so it can gain a few more levels, hopefully, by the end of the episode. Just going down here, and there's one last trainer in this part of the floor. This is basically not the second half, the lower half of this floor. Actually, that makes it sound like it's the lower floor. This is the lower half of the floor. The upper half will be in a little bit later in the episode. And then the middle, we won't be for a while. Probably next episode. I haven't recorded that yet, but it should almost certainly be next episode. Anyways, this guy only has 1 Pokemon, a level 18 Golbat, really underleveled. And, of course, hacking, and it goes down easily. I'm pretty sure that's the first Golbat we've seen, so that's something new at least. And again, at least some of the Rockets here do have interesting Pokemon. I mean, you got stuff like Venonat, Magnemite. Oh, what was that? I just forgot the Pokemon I battled. Golbat, which is the first one we've seen, and here we find a protein, and I'm just going to go ahead and give that to a Pokemon. Because I know I'm running a bit low on space. I still have some room. I'm just going to go ahead and use that right away. I think I'll use it on Eevee. Yeah, it could probably use the attack boost most since it's the lowest stats-ish, if that makes sense. The one with the lowest stats, basically. And also what Lance said earlier was basically how 2 of the Rockets, I'm not sure if he said they were on this floor specifically, but they are on this floor. 2 of the Rocket Grunts have passwords to the room with one of the executives, and basically you need to get both of them. So yeah, here's a researcher. He leads off with a level 22 Coughing, and Surf should be a 1-hit KO. Coughing are more physical than special. And I probably won't level up. I might level up after the next one, though. Yeah, I probably should. So yeah, now he has another Coughing. Hooray! And it should go down just as easily. And, yeah, not much to say here, just killing some Coughings, 1-hit KOing them. Again, I know I just said not much to say, but that's basically it. I mean, I'm just killing Coughings. Well, Lapras levels up at least, so that's something new. And he says a mere tactical error cost him. If by mere tactical error he means having really weak Pokemon, then yes, otherwise no, you just suck. So yeah, here is a trainer, and I wonder, will she have a password? So yeah, she leads off with a level 18 Ekans. I was like, oh, that made no sense. Anyways, Body Slam should be a 1-hit KO because it's an Ekans 10 levels lower. I mean, I know Lapras doesn't have the best physical attack, but yeah, it should definitely KO an Ekans 10 levels lower. And next she has a Gloom. If Lapras had an Ice move, it should be able to deal with that. Granted, Body Slam might have been able to 1-hit KO, but I didn't want to risk it. I'm just going to go into Tauros because it could use the experience the most right now. So I'm just going for Strength. It's an easy 1-hit KO. etc. And yeah, she's defeated. So yeah, she does have a password. One note, you have to talk to her after beating her to get the password. If you beat her, beat the other guy, and never talk to them, then you'll need to go back and talk to them again. So yeah, here is a scientist, and he talks about how he doesn't care if Pokemon are hurt by his experiment. Of course he doesn't care, they're Team Rocket. And yeah. Granted, he's the kind of guy who looks like a nerd, so maybe he's just taking out his anger on Pokemon by getting beat up in high school so much. I really don't know. Or maybe he's getting beat up for having a slut like Ditto. Either one, probably. Seriously, Ditto is such a slut. I mean, it breeds with every Pokemon. That's sick. So yeah, I body slam, and unfortunately I don't quite KO, but I do get Parahacks, although all it would have done is transform, and I still have been able to kill it. Also, one note, the other scientist, said he was a former Sylph employee, and I remember how in Sylph, and that was just me hitting a bag by accident on the floor. Anyways, I remember how there was this guy in Sylph. Basically, a few of them, they mentioned how they were, like, allied with Sylph, but more so with Team Rocket, or something like that, so I'm guessing he's one of them. So that's a nice callback. And this character here, he does appear later on in the game, like, he has another cameo. Basically, this is the kind of guy that either people think are awesome or people hate. He's this guy who goes like, yeah, I got the password, yeah. Personally, I think it's annoying, but in an awesome way. So I really don't mind him, and he just has Eradicate. I think that might be the first one. Actually, on second thought, there might have been another one. And yeah, he gets one KO'd easily, and yeah. One password is Slowpoke Tail, and the other is Eradicate Tail. I mean, what kind of sick people are these? I mean, I could kind of see Slowpoke Tail because of earlier, but Eradicate Tail, I mean, what the hell? Who would want to eat a rat tail? Ugh. Anyways, just going around here and going up here, and there's one more item. It is on Ice Heal. So yeah, some of the items are useful, like proteins. Others are just like X items, dire hits, which really aren't too useful. Anyways, I go down here because I think there might have been like something hidden here on the computer, but it turns out there's nothing. Hooray for wasting time. Although thankfully I don't have to cut it out. I might have if I had gone a few seconds further, but thankfully I didn't. So yeah, here is another Rocket Grunt. And look at this guy. You might not have been able to see that, but he says, "Eliminate you, I must." I mean, when did this become a Star Wars ripoff? It's like that line in that old animated movie from like 12 years ago or something. It was called We're Back. There was this girl at the end, she was like, "Let no bad happen." Actually, no, she didn't sound like that. She was like, "Let no bad happen." And there's like, Yoda, he's like... Actually, I can't remember any Yoda lines. Fine, Yoda. "Rest I need. Then eliminate you I must." And wow, I hit the mic by accident because I was thrusting my arm, like trying to, like, act, even though none of you can see me. And wow, I just did it again. That's great. And in case you were at that time, that was just me readjusting the mic. But yeah, there's the guy who's like, "Eliminate you I must." Then there's Yoda, you know, he's like, "Rest I need." And then there's the girl, she's like, "Let no bad happen." So yeah, I skipped those stairs, I'll do them next time, because I knew that I probably wouldn't have enough time to do that and fight, the executive. So yeah, here's Mike, and he's just talking, I'm like, please stop talking! Fine, it's nice to see that you got your ass handed to you by Lance, but please stop talking, I really need to fit this under the time limit. Thank you. And yeah, on YouTube, literally every second counts. I mean, if you're even 5 seconds over, like, you're gonna either have to cut something out or redo it. So yeah, here is this guy, and I think I might have talked about this when I was in Slowpoke Well. But when I was like 7-ish when I first played this game, I thought this guy was James. I mean, think about it, he's like an executive, it's 3 years later, like, they're obviously gonna make someone who's well known. He has purple hair. I mean, he has freaking purple hair. So yeah, I thought that guy was James, and I'll get more into that next episode when we fight the female executive. So yeah, he leads off with a Zubat. I mean, that grunt had a Golbat. I don't know why this guy has a Zubat. At least he has Eradicate, though, that likes to use Hyper Fang. I'm just surfing. Hopefully it should KO, but Lapras doesn't have a huge special attack stat. It's more of a defensive type Pokemon. And yeah, it does survive. I'm just gonna finish off with Body Slam. It Hyper Fangs, and I think Hyper Fang does have a higher crit ratio, but thankfully it didn't get a crit either time. Granted, even if it got crits both times, I still think Lapras would have survived. So yeah, Lapras gains a ton of experience there, and his final Pokemon is a Coughing at level 22, so nothing new there. Just going for Surf, and it's gonna drown, obviously, and die. So yeah, the Coughing goes down, Lapras gains experience, levels up to level 29, and I'm like, this is the worst opportunity. He's trying to learn a move. I'm like, no, I don't want to learn a move. I'm like, got like only like 5-10 seconds until I need to get out of the time limit. But yeah, I beat him. And yeah, he's like, Giovanni, forgive me. Then he runs away and hits a table. So yeah, see ya.